Hey guys, and welcome to our weather update on September 8th, 2023. So looking at our current satellite imagery, we can see that the area of high pressure with the clear skies is still to the east over Europe, and the lows are to the west and southwest, and we're in this warm and unstable southerly flow. The wind shows it quite nicely, and there are some showers over the Celtic Sea moving northwards on that southerly flow. The winds again southerly, and if we go out way towards the towards the Bahamas and sort of area, you've got the Category 4 to Category 5 Hurricane Lee, major Hurricane Lee. So the wind gusts, and we'll change it to kilometers per hour. Hang on a second. That is meters per second, miles per hour, kilometers per hour. There we go. So at the current time of recording, wind gusts of up to 150 kilometers per hour. If it falls, Lee does move westwards into tomorrow, and gusts tomorrow getting towards 170, 180 kilometers per hour, higher than that possibly, towards 190, above 200 there, for a time into Sunday, and that hurricane really does towards 220 for a bit there. Goodness, 234, 256 an hour. Wind gusts, truly, truly exceptional here. This is wow, just wow. Thankfully, it is not appearing to impact too many land areas too significantly. Oh my god, above 300 kilometers per hour wind gusts here by Wednesday. That is amazing in terms of wind gusts. Obviously not impacts, but it will graze these islands here over the Dominican Republic and that lots. So they will be impacted, especially with the storm surge, I'd say. And then by the end of next week, Lee does weaken very slowly as it pushes northwards towards Nova Scotia. And I think that sometime next weekend or early next week, this storm should hit this area here. Also, we got Storm Margot just over here, and that would become a hurricane, only a Category 1 hurricane, but still a feature, and that may have impacts on our weather, either directly or indirectly, into the week after next. This is the UKV 5-day forecast, so you can see that's tonight's a few clear skies in the east, but further west we'll see a few showers or storms around. Also to say, there were some thunderstorms over Ulster and North Leinster. So tomorrow we should start. Tomorrow should be quite cloudy with some high base clouds around, but into the afternoon some bright sunshine will break through, especially in the South Country. But some thunderstorms will form, especially in the South Midlands. So they'll be fairly scattered, yes, but where they do hit, frequent lightning, hail, and rain. Now, tomorrow night, we see the storms die away, but a cluster forms to our south by Sunday morning, and the cluster moves northwards and brings some big storms, especially towards the east and north on Sunday, and storms form more widely into Sunday afternoon and evening. Also over the UK, Wales, the Midlands, Northern England, southern Scotland on Sunday morning. Very intense storm activity there, very intense. So do watch out for that batch. That will clear us through on Sunday night. Monday sees a cold front come through, not thundery, just rain, and then into Tuesday we see sunshine showers and a much cooler northwesterly flow, and then into Wednesday we start off dry and sunny but quite cold, and we see some clouds moving from the west ahead of some rain, I think. Temperature forecast, this. Okay, so a very warm or hot day over Ireland today, 22 towards 27 degrees. Um, coolest in the west and southwest, but warmest in the east and northeast. At school today, the conditions were horrible. In the building, temperatures were in the high 20s, 28 in the building. Absolutely horrendous. It was just not nice. But at the same time, after not seeing this weather for a long time, it is a bit nice to see it. Um, you know, before the winter, anyway. Tonight, we see lowest temperatures falling towards 16 to 19 degrees, coolest in the East Midlands. Tomorrow, 20 to 25 degrees, or possibly higher than that, warmest in the southeast, coolest in Connacht and Donegal. Into Sunday morning, lowest temperatures about 15 to 18 again. Coolest this time over the north. We go off towards Sunday. Highest temperatures on Sunday, 20 to 24, 25. Warmest in the Midlands and South and Southwest. Going off into Monday morning, lowest temperatures starting to cool down. So in the north, about 13, 14. Elsewhere, 15 to 17. So it's all quite warm. But Monday's high temperatures, look at that. 3 p.m. Monday. Where the cold front is making its presence felt, 13 to 15. But elsewhere, only I'd say 14 to 19 degrees, warmest in the North Midlands and over the Wexford. So really much cooler. On this chart, nowhere sees 20 degrees on Monday. But I think that on Monday, I think somewhere should see 20 degrees. Into Tuesday morning, a chilly night. Lowest temperatures away from the west coasts of 7 to 10 degrees, 10 to 11 on the west coast. So very chilly night there. And into Tuesday, highest temperatures no better than 14 to 17 degrees, warmest in the Midlands and South. And into Wednesday morning, and even colder nights here. So actually, pretty much all areas, bar the very extreme west and northwest coast, will fall below 10 degrees. So look at that, 4 degrees in North Leinster to about 10 degrees on the west coast. A very cold night here for September. Look at that, but over Scotland, some areas getting towards freezing. In the Glens of Scotland, so a frosty start there. And into Wednesday, we see 14 to 17 degrees, warmest in the Midlands and Southwest. So after Monday's cold front comes through, we're going to see a big, substantial drop in the temperatures. Humidity levels also dropping off, and some cold nights coming in as well. So, it's a cooling trend. And if we go towards the charts later on, you'll see that it seems that this is the final taste of summer, 2023, because it looks pretty autumnal into September. Well, or should I say the rest of September. This is the GEFS NAO index observed and forecasts. Currently, strongly positive, with the Azores high very strong and extensive. It will drop towards mid-month to become neutral towards negative, and actually quite strongly negative there by the 18th or so. Some ensembles going very strongly negative, and that is indicative of higher pressure forming over Greenland and that lot, and that will shift the low southwards, and the Azores high will weaken, and that will therefore give us our cooler and more unsettled flood weather. So this is the GFS 1251. You can see that the ridge to our east is just slinking away, and the pressure this weekend is gradually weakening. So some storms around, and it'll be warm. But by Monday, a cold front comes through from the northwest, and the winds after that go northerly, and that explains those very cold nights coming up. Tuesday night and what should I say, Monday and Tuesday night. Into Wednesday and Thursday, the high moves eastwards, so it goes briefly warmer, but not nearly as warm as it is now. But very quickly, low comes in from the west, and we go cooler and wetter again. The high is also to the west at this stage, and the low just comes diving in. Notice, heights rising over Greenland and Canada, and this shifts the low southwards. So actually, we do get some northerly winds into the, northerly is here from the 12th to 13th of September. Then after that, what should I say here? Northerly winds there, look. After that, we go westerly. And then after that, we go northerly around the 20th of the month. So we're starting to see some northerly shots here. And after that, we go westerly. And we try to go northerly, but only getting as far as northwesterly this time. But definitely trends for a higher pressure to form over Greenland, and the lows are shifting southwards. And by the 24th of the month, deep lows to the north may move eastwards and plunges into a polar maritime air mass. Next model is the ECM. Here we go. Okay, so again, the ECM shows pressure weakening this weekend, allowing some storms to form, but still maintaining the heats. But a cold front comes through on Monday. Northerly winds into Tuesday and Wednesday. Hence, because of the ridge to the west and the low and the trough to the east. After that, we get a low from the west into Thursday the 14th and Friday the 15th. Then a low forms over Biscay, and that drives in a chilly easterly and northeasterly winds and plenty of rain and showers, especially further south. That is autumnal. Also, I think high pressure forms over Greenland and Iceland. This is the UK Met run, and we see very similar story here. Northerly winds early next week, the high moving eastwards, a low coming from the west, and then we're westerly. I can't find much high pressure to the north though. The GEM, look at this. There we go. So again, very much same story here. The high coming in next week. We'll bring some chilly nights before the low comes in. Before the low comes in late next week, and brings us a battering westerly winds, quite chilly. And by next Monday, we're in a dartboard low, so that'll be very unsettled, very autumnal, and just inclement. This is the icon, and we put in this cold front on Monday, northerly winds Tuesday, Wednesday. The high to the south there Thursday very quickly allows the low to come in after it's so quite cool and wet there. The arpege midnight run, because it's not updated yet. Looks like this. So again, pressure weakens during the weekend, and the low drops in Monday, Tuesday. Northerly winds by Tuesday, upper temperatures by Tuesday are really getting quite chilly there. Some colder air lurking towards the north, just a sign that autumn's gathering. So, in short, the heat wave ends on Monday. Some storms possible on Sunday especially, but also tomorrow in the Midlands. And after that, we look really quite autumnal with westerly and northerly shots, and also rain, and if it's dry, some cold nights. For now, we're done. I'll see you tomorrow, and bye for now.